I almost did the same thing I did yesterday where I got excited and I forgot to turn the mic on. I don't know. I've been feeling very well, and I bashed my head off concrete yesterday. I slipped and fell in the snow and smacked my head off concrete. So I'm a little, I don't know. I think I'm catching a cold. So it's been exciting, and you know, there it is. So anyway, welcome to Pieces Pat Paints. I'm Pat. I paint pieces. I paint all sorts of different wild and illustrious and exciting things. Some more exciting than others. And kind of probably depends on your preference, really. Some stuff I'm really into. Yeah. I didn't die. But man, I popped the crap out of my head. One of my sons was walking behind me, and he was like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" Because like I hit myself hard enough where I was a little just a little out of it. It was wild. Hey, good to see you. Okay, speeding customers. That's he's down from around this area. How much snow did you get out there? And Francois, you're up north, I think, aren't you? So you got a little bit of snow too. The whole state kind of got hit. For us, it's a big deal. It's not a whole lot of snow. I've been to 5 inches, so yeah, we got a 4. Yeah, for Oklahoma, that's a pretty good little. It's a pretty good little pop of snow. We can get here occasionally, but not normally. So, you know, of course, it's got everything shut down and people are acting like it's the end of the world. The state's just not really, like, the state and the city just aren't really equipped to handle, like, more than this. Like, this is they'll be able to fix this in a couple of, they'll have this, everything going smooth by the end of the day, and it won't be a big deal. But, like, if it ever gets, like, 12 inches of snow, people start freaking out. Yeah, I'm in Choctaw. Yeah, I'm still in Choctaw. Well, I think I'm technically in... Are we technically in Choctaw, or are we technically in the county? I'm on the south part of Choctaw. I don't live too far from where the restaurant was. For those of you who don't know, I used to own a restaurant. It was a lot of fun. We had a blast. Oh my God, people still text me about health insurance. Man. Somehow, the health insurance people got a hold of my number, and it has been relentless. It must be that sign-up time again, I guess. Yeah. See, yeah. This isn't that much snow, but the people out here kind of like freak out about it. And it's mostly the population, the citizenry. They just get a little bit, because they're just, you know, they're just not used to it, and so they kind of panic a little, and that actually causes more problems than anything else. And you know, or people just inexperienced in driving it, and they make mistakes. People do. It just, you know, if you've lived in a snow town, a mountain town, then, like, this ain't nothing. You ever been out where it really snows? Oh, yeah. Oh, if it's red snapper, I'm making snapper Veracruz. Look it up. It's a classic recipe. You should be able to duplicate it pretty easily. It's not hard to do. And we did a similar thing when at Amici. The snapper we did was very similar to a Veracruz. Look up snapper Veracruz. It's really good. It's olives and tomatoes and onions, and you can put all sorts of stuff in with it. And it's got like I'll put capers in it sometimes, and oh yeah, it's tasty. a little bit of rice, or you can serve it with pasta. It doesn't really matter what you serve it with. Yeah, See, and that's the thing is like, yeah, it isn't the amount of snow that's on the road. It's that the folks here sometimes they're just not used to it, and that can cause its own problem. Which isn't it's not bad. It's not a bad thing. Really. I'm trying to really look at this. I gotta continue this pattern. My glasses are dirty. They are. I kept trying to look at it, and I was like, looks like there's a hair there. And I'm like, no, there's not a hair there. It's definitely my glasses are dirty. Where's my thing? I thought I had one in here. There we go. Yeah, Snapper Veracruz. Oh god, it's one of my favorites. Made famous at, if I remember right, Mexico City. Because it's like a Mexican dish. If I remember correctly, I might be mistaken. It might be Spanish originally, but it's definitely heavily Spanish influenced. If it's Mexican, it's not the typical Mexico. It's a Spanish Mexico. Because the Spaniards and stuff, I think if I remember properly, they brought the olives over and started introducing that into the cuisine down here. Oh, that's so much better. Okay, let's see again. Alright. I'm going to clean up some of this gray just real quick. Alright, we did this. This was a blended Naples yellow. A little bit of a gray. A little shade darker than what we were working with yesterday, but I think that's going to be quite alright. Just trying to frame out where the hair is before I add more of his little dots. Because if I don't have to, I'm not going to. Bring that just a little bit. I'm going to come back with the red. Get all that stuff. One more pass here. Down. Don't you marinate snapper? Oh, you don't have to marinate fish for very long. Don't. If you're gonna let it sit and stuff, especially if it's acid, because remember, if it sits in an acid, it's gonna start to cook it. So anything that's like citrus juice or vinegars or anything like that. Yeah, the new screamer killer. I have one of those. Yeah, it's a cool model. But yeah, don't marinate that too long. Anything with acid in it, even wine will cook the fish. So like you like let it sit in there for 30 minutes, if that, maybe 10-15 minutes. Put it in there for a little while and throw it right on a grill or in a saute pan, and cook your little sauce up with the rest of it and go to town, man. It's good stuff. Wind is knocking snow around. I thought of snowing in. It's like, oh man, here we go. No, it's just wind. Ugh. I keep thinking I'm shaking this thing, whatever this cold thing is, and then it like starts coming back. Either that or I smack my head too hard. I can't tell. No, I'm definitely cold. Well, I probably wouldn't put the nutmeg in there. That's just a personal thing, though. I like nutmeg better with things like game meats, things that are like more robust. Nutmeg, or like in a sausage or something like that. Like I love nutmeg in like a bratwurst. But that nutmeg, that's coming from that European influence. I feel like you're good with just a little bit of lime, pepper, salt, olive oil. Throw that in there, grill it up, make your sauce, serve your sauce on your fish, and you go to town. A lot of times, what I used to do is I'd like sear the fish in a pan, and then I would make my first turn, and then I would drop the sauce in there with it and cook the sauce in the pan with the fish. Pull the pan out and then throw the sauce on top. Oh, tasty, good. That is good stuff. Now I'm hungry. Wonder where my Carnifex is. There he is. That's my Screamer Killer. A lot of fun. I think I might go back and add some dots and stuff to him, but I haven't decided. I kind of like some of the dot look when they do the dots, but sometimes I don't. Sometimes I feel like it's too much. Sometimes I feel like they're just doing it to make it look like they spent an extra time on it when they could have just gone on. But you know, sometimes it looks great. Problem with Tyranid armies is like you get to the point where you're painting a million freaking Termagants and Hormagaunts, and you're just like, oh god. Oh yeah, dirty rice is good. Cajun food's bomb. And dirty rice is like Caribbean. Like they make all sorts of types of dirty rices all over the Caribbean. Now it looks like this robe has got some sort of edge to it, so we're gonna have to think about what we want to do with that. That's armor. This one finishes there, so the next one should really be right here. Too far. Yeah, like I said, I think this is all armor. Yeah. Cure it. Get a little bit of a alcohol on it. If I'm gonna smoke it, I'm definitely gonna salt it. With snapper, you'd almost get it. If you left it on there for too long, it would. You'd turn it into almost like salt cod. Snapper can be so dang thin. Really depends on the cut of the fish you've got. On salmon, like salting it and smoking it is the way to go. There's no reason to. A lot of my family likes sauteed salmon, like seared salmon and stuff like that. But man, I love salt cured smoked salmon. Oh man. That's one of the things that breaks my heart. I can't be around the smoker anymore. So I have to kind of give up my smoking meats. I used to be the king. used to smoke. See now I'm reminiscing and not paying attention. Man, we used to Thanksgiving. We used to smoke like, oh god, I think the record we got up to like 75 turkeys at one point in time. We were doing so many turkeys. We were just, I mean, to where literally didn't have any room to make any more turkeys. It was crazy. It was a lot of fun. Well, if I ever get out and about at the right time, I'll take you up on that offer. I still like being able to eat it. That's for sure. I miss being able to cook it, but I definitely can't. I definitely don't have to stop eating it just because I can't cook it. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. See, and that's like where they would, those natives, they'll pull that stuff out of the river and skin that sucker right there and salt it right there. As soon as it's ready, they'll throw a stick through that thing right next to the open fire, man. God. I know what you're talking about. That Seattle smoked salmon is so good. This stuff, it's so fresh. Like, they pull it out fresh and salt it right then. There's no, like, traveling. You're never going to find that in Oklahoma. Just the landlockedness of it. You just can't get it like that. Not anymore. They used to. That was real popular for a while, and now everybody thinks tilapia is good. And I'm like, tilapia is trash. Why are you eating tilapia? Ugh. Oh, Central Texas style? The good Central Texas style, or I think it's Central Texas style, and everything is like so smoked it tastes like you burned it. There's a difference. Tilapia is trash. That is true. It's so awful. Oh. But yeah, Francois, I remember there was, I maybe it was a wooden box. I don't remember if it was from Seattle. I've been up there and watched them smoke that stuff and seen them pull them out of the river and smoke the fish. Like, they're smoking around, salting it and smoking it right on the shoreline. So good. Good. Because some people think that you're supposed to over smoke it, and that you're supposed to keep feeding that smoke, and that's when it's like, cool, it gets too much. Some of those guys down in Texas, just like I said, they just smoke it too much. I think it becomes like they hear people talk about, oh, well, I smoked it for hours, and then they don't realize that there's not actual smoke on it the whole time. It is in the smoker, but it isn't actually smoking that entire time. And a lot of people, like, they don't understand that. They don't understand that there's a level where you're just cooking it and not actually adding more smoke. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of most freshwater fish either. It depends. I like so like trout. Certain types of trout I really like. Yeah. Yep, there you go. And you just gotta yeah, that's the trick to it. Some of these folks, I think they believe you're just supposed to, like, you're supposed to actually have it exposed to the smoke for that long, and it just becomes an over smoked mess. Oh, I think I just snapped his legs again. This bunny's so fragile, his legs are so fragile. Totally did. That's okay. Well, we're gonna do this then, and we're just gonna paint him, and then we'll put him back on there. instead of continuing to fight that. Because these dots are not easy to get on. The trick here is to get the depth of that pattern started. Yes, definitely. I'm not a big fan of I'm not a big fan of lake trout either. I like a good cutthroat trout. We'll pull right out of a stream up in the mountains. It's that's what I'm talking about. I'm not a big fan of any lake fish. Definitely don't want to be eating catfish. My uncle loves himself some channel cat, and I'm like, ugh. No, sir, you can keep it. I'm pretty picky about it. I was a chef for a long time, so like, I'm really picky about fish. Like a good sea bass. I'm yeah. Get a nice piece of halibut if you can find it. But, you know, if you're camping up in the tall lakes, you can get some of those crystal clear streams. Get yourself a real nice tasty deal. Yes. Snow has you off the work, Mr. McBeardsly. I love it. Yeah, you gotta, man. It used to be better. There used to be some fish marts or some fishmongers here in the city, but they all kind of dried up. So now, like, the best bet is to go over into, you know, little Saigon, this Asian district in the city, and get some stuff. They've got some decent frozen fishes over there, and occasionally they'll buy a case of something and cut it up. But you got to get in there right time because the good fish gets bought up really fast. So you kind of have to just be on the watch. It's rough. Super Cow Win is definitely, yeah, World Market and Super Cow Win. Just like McBeardsly said. Francois grew up in Seattle, fly fishing. Oh God, yeah. Yeah, you'll never find anything like Seattle fishing. Like, anything means you got up over there, you'll never find it. Never find it in Oklahoma. None of it'll ever taste like that. Oh yeah, man. Yeah. The snow crab season, they're definitely mowed down on that. I guarantee it. Heck, I probably would be too if I had the time and could afford it. I'd be in there mowing with them. Some snow crab. Oh. Speaking my languages. Oh man, last night we were sitting around the house and couldn't really find any thing that we wanted to watch movie wise or show wise. So just put on like old MTV videos. Oh, so good. Oh yeah, I mean, you can get prawns and stuff like that. They're not bad. Because you can get, there's a couple places you can get like live prawns and stuff like that, but in Oklahoma. But if you're wanting really good fish, you gotta go. You usually have to go to a restaurant. You usually have to go to someone who's like buying on the regular, and they've got a fishmonger that's bringing it in. But yeah, I don't know. There's some grocery stores there. Every now and again, you can find a couple grocery stores that aren't bad. They'll bring something in here or there and stuff like that. Really kind of depends on what part of town you're in. All right, so right here, you want to realize that we need to realize that there's a split right about here, where that's the sleeve and that's the rest of the torso. So this is going to keep up with this line. This is going to kind of be just a little off, maybe, to show the difference in the where the pieces are in the pattern. I was almost thinking about, instead of doing these red dots, I was almost thinking about like an orange dot to make it look like he was, they were an orange blossom. Or maybe like a pink, hot pink. The idea is to kind of make them look a little bit like flowers. So, you know. Like here, got a little bit bigger. Kind of like them a little bit bigger. Hold on just a second. I've got to go get some headache medicine. I'm going to be right back. Oh, sorry about that. I had to grab, um, oh, I had to grab a little, headache medicine. Golly, my head. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Hey, Dave's here. Dave is a old friend of mine. I've known Dave for a long time. Oh man, my head is pounding. I smacked it off of concrete yesterday. Hustling back. Trying to get to the car because my silly dog was in it. And I had been waiting in line to get my kid. Waiting like, I don't know, the whole thing was crazy. They did this deal where they were like, "Oh, come get your kids because we're gonna close school early." And I was like, "Okay," so I show up down there, and they call this kid on the intercom, and we wait. And I was like, "Well, he hasn't showed up. What's going on?" Because a bunch of people that are coming with me are already gone. I'm like, "Oh, well, let's call him again." Let's call him again. Nothing happens, and a lot of these kids aren't coming out, right? And these parents are just sitting there like, "What's going on?" And then all of a sudden, the principal comes out, and this is an older lady, and she's like, "Okay, y'all, you need to just do will calls." And she gets on there, and she's like, I don't know why they didn't close in the first place, but anyway, she's like, "I need so and so and so and so and so and so to report front office checkout. I need so and so," and she's just dropping this cadence, man. And you can just see the experience on this lady, and she's got all these kids running in and out of this office within minutes, and all these parents are going home, and everything's moving smooth. It was like, that must be the principal. It was good stuff. It's always fun when things come together that way. I should have picked an easier pattern, but I can't. I'm never a simple thing. I never do the simple thing. I always do the complicated thing. I don't even know why. I don't know why anymore. Maybe I just like to make things complicated. Heck yeah. Oh, I finished that flame cloak way back. Yeah, the short's already up for it. I think we're doing. What are we doing next? I think it was America next. I gotta talk to Michael to see what he says. And if you're watching, Mr. Gold, shout out to Mr. Gold for his constant patronage of the studio. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Those particular sculpts have really pushed me to do a lot. They're so different from what I normally do. The size and all that stuff is just so different. Yeah, so the next one we're going to do is Queen Marika. Marika? I don't know. There's a couple different versions of this model. Ooh. That one's neat. That's with Malka. The one with the pose, these are neat too. That's an interesting one. But I know we're going to do this one, and then we might be doing Mesmer as the last one. But this, if we do a model, if we do like this one, lots of work, we'll be doing a lot more work on the actual muscle than this particular paint job. this was definitely somebody did this one on a quick, just trying to sell them. That's a fun statue. There's a couple of different ones, so we'll see which one old boss man wants, and go from there. Most likely it'll be this one. This one's the classic. I think it's the classic pose, which is great. I love all the work on that one. We're definitely doing Mesmer. And then I think we're gonna do a Radon, but I think he's already got that one coming. Like it's a print that he's owed from someone else, so it won't be one that I print. I'll just be painting it. Oh. I prefer being able to print them myself, except for that Ronnie. That Ronnie print was whoever made that print. They did such a great job of it. It was a true pleasure to work on it. There was almost nothing you had to do to that model. It was perfect. No variations in anything. Oh, it's all cleaned up. I don't know who we got that off of. Somebody off of Etsy made it, and that's where Mr. Gold got it. And the fun thing about this little pattern we're doing here is it doesn't have to be super precise, just precise enough to look like a pattern. Okay, because remember, you're looking at it from like way down here, you know, and from way down here, it obviously he's got some sort of pattern, floral pattern to his thing here. Yeah, if I remember right, I think the original Radon he got sent was too small, and so he's trying to get a bigger size. Oh yeah, there you go. That pill's starting to kick in. Holy moly. I smacked my head pretty dang good. It was pretty brutal. Yeah, see, that was the thing is like he didn't look the part. He wasn't quite as big as he was supposed to be, and so he was like, no, we can't have that. Oh gosh, my neck is sore. Like I think I give myself whiplash trying to not bust my head open. I'm turning into such an old man. I gotta scoot along. I can't be moving quickly anymore. Oh gosh. Oh yeah, a little pink would actually look pretty good. I think that's what we are gonna do. I think we're gonna turn those into like a cherry blossom. That would look cool as cherry blossoms. I'll come back and mess with them to do that. I think I got a pretty good pink for that. I've got a super hot ass pink, I know that. This might be too. That's like fluorescent pink, like glowing pink. That's the fun thing about samurai is like they didn't really, wearing some pinky flowers on your kimono was not like a big deal. What's really funny about pink and blue is that for a long time it was associated the other way around. Pink was associated more with boys, and blue was associated more with girls. We flipped it. I've always found that really interesting. Yeah, that should be easy to make. Just do a darker dot in the middle. Boom, 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 boom. Heck yeah, I like it. So you just come through. Oh, that's fun. Look good in pink. Just a little bit more pink right on top. Not tone that up, that pink up just a little bit more. nice little pattern. So many little dots. I don't know what I was thinking. Had to make it complicated. Could have just made it easy on myself. I'm kind of hoping this headache is from whatever's going on with this cold thing and not from my smacking my head, but I'm afraid it might be from smacking my head. It's funny stuff. All right. I got all that's all awesome. So awesome. That's fun. I definitely like the idea of having a little bit more of the fancier look since he's a sorcerer and all that kind of stuff. I feel like it's the way to go. Anyway, Yeah, made it 53 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and start closing things down, wrapping things up. And it's a Friday, so happy Friday to everybody. It's been a interesting week. Hopefully you've had a good week. Hopefully your week's been pretty good. And enjoy the snow if you're out here. If you're in the areas that got into the snow and you don't normally get snow, enjoy the snow. We don't have to deal with it that often, and it won't be around for that long. So just go out and have a good time with it. I think I'm gonna spend a little bit of time in here cleaning this place up because it's getting a little out of control again. Got boxes of stuff piling up all over the place and stuff. I had to clean that printer table off. I got to clean my printer and get some stuff printed off. And yeah, the dogs do seem. Some of the dogs love it, especially if they're the big furry dogs. They're all about that stuff. My friend used to have a husky named Bailey, and Bailey flipping loved the snow, man. You couldn't get that dog out of that snow. So, yep. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you have a great weekend. See you on Monday. I'll be back to do some Monday work. And then might have a new commission coming through. Probably won't do it on the live. Probably just run it through and throw it up on the short spins. We get a whole lot more traffic over there, so we're definitely gonna keep pushing shorts. I'm gonna start trying to push out more models behind the scenes and stuff like that, so we have some more things to look at and try. This year, my one of my New Year's things is to turn over this channel a little bit and do more, put more out than up. Oh yeah, Shibi and you, yeah. Gonna love that. Love the snow. It's like, this is what I was born for. So anyway, have a great weekend, you guys, and we're gonna talk to you later. I'm rolling out of here, and have a good one.